What up? What up? Welcome back to some more WWE Supercard. And of course, today there is a People's Champion going on between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. So yes, Brock Lesnar is winning. He has 300 million points, and Seth Rollins almost 1,618. So that is kind of a difference there. I think Brock Lesnar's gonna win by a landslide. Who knows by how many points, but I know it's gonna be maybe over 5 million, maybe even over 7 million points. He's probably gonna win. So yes, if you guys could check, I am ranked 3,146, and I never been this low on the ranks before on People's Champion. But you know, if you take a look at back at the rewards, they're not so great at all. Especially since Brock Lesnar's winning. That's Survivor Stardust could have helped because I noticed I did have the other single one, but Seth Rollins is not winning, so Roman Reigns is kind of a it's a good card to have because he is Survivor, but once you already have so many Survivor pros, like he doesn't like even help no more because if you actually get his pro, sooner or later you guys are gonna have to not gonna use him because his speed is charisma is so bad. I do believe he gets beaten by almost everybody in charisma. Like in speed, he only beats like Luke Harper, Triple H, those kind of people that have low speed. And power and toughness, he does pretty much beat like some people, but not mostly everybody. So yeah, he does frustrate when it still comes to power and toughness. And mostly the Trinity Divas, I already have mostly all of them. So the only thing that does that does seem like a good price for me is this one, the single Brock Lesnar, which I'm trying to go for. But if I don't make it, I don't mind getting you know I don't mind getting anything else. As you can tell, I'm not gonna play this much as People Champion. So let's take a look at the leaderboard, see who is at the top 50, especially the top five. Let's see who's actually trying to go for the PCC Brock Lesnar. So before I get into the top 50, the reason why I think Brock Lesnar is winning this one, it's not because I think as I don't think he is more popular by choice. I think he was chosen because if you guys think about it, the majority of people already have a good speed and charisma person. So if you guys take a look back at the first People's Champion, it was Survivor Pro Sting. And you guys could tell Sting is a guy who is pretty much good at charisma and power. Alright. And then we have Survivor Ziggler, who is pretty much good at speed and charisma, you know. And then we have a who else was it? Was it Tito Santana? We had Tito Santana, who is also I think he is better speed and charisma than Ziggler, but Ziggler does help out when it comes to power and speed. And then we have The Rock, who is good at power and charisma, and even Sting is good as power and charisma, but The Rock does have a little bit more better stats when it comes to those power and charisma. So if you guys notice, none of those are power and toughness. So yeah, I think they chose The Rock because I mean the Brock Lesnar card was because Brock Lesnar is a good power and toughness, and once the People's Champion is over, us people who have like the majority of Road to Glory cards are going to be frustrating with this Brock Lesnar cards when it comes to power toughness because Sting, what you call the Banyas Barrett, Batista, Roman Reigns, all cards are good when it comes to power. But Brock Lesnar is for sure gonna take us out on that. So if you guys see the top five, The Miz is first place with 13,195 points. And yeah, this is about 3 days away. So we're barely getting started, and it's about getting crazy here. For the Brock Lesnar. And then we have 11,000 points here, which of course Turbo. He is trying his best to get the PCC Brock Lesnar. And then we have DT Breezy, which 10,000 points. He is 1,000 points apart from Turbo. And then we have Adnan coming in fourth place with 10,000 points. And then Mark with 9,951 points. And no sign of Mokai in the top five. So a lot of people were assuming that Mokai was gonna be the top five because he was one of the very first to win the People Champion. And the first People Champion did had Brock Lesnar. So people thinking like seeing Brock Lesnar coming back, Mokai will come back again. But it seemed like he didn't. He might be in the top 50. Who knows? Let's check it out. Oh, talking about top five. Jonathan's at sixth place. what a surprise. You never could see him in sixth place. So if you guys could tell, the top like Jonathan and above are mainly spending more money than the rest of the guys because look at this difference. It's a 9,000, 6,000, almost 3,000 points difference. So let's check out the rest. See who else is doing. Kill Moves Kill. We have George there. Of course, he's always hitting the top 15. And pretty much he does gonna have almost every majority of Survivor support cards. So it is gonna be pretty helpful. He could swap there and there. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about when it comes to power and toughness, speed and charisma. He pretty much has everything of everything. The Ripper, Big Dog, Karen, Ben Cole. Ooh, this guy actually hit sixth place last PCC. And then we have Cage Enigma. Double D coming in 17th place. So then we have King 7 Lucky. No, King Lucky. And then we have Kareem. T Roy Hero. Felix. Bersham. Hamza. I think is the guy that is it the guy that really does hate Des Perez. So let's head on down here. We have Rollins, Marcus Z, The Gang, and then Paul Heyman 316, which of course, sometimes I do see him in the top 50. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people are still participating to try to get either the support card or the single Roman Reigns card. But as you guys tell, I already have the start for Roman Reigns, and of course, that card is not gonna, it's not gonna help me. So give me a second, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to close the door to avoid any background noises. So let's head on down here and let's get in some few People Champion gameplay. So let's face Mr. HC. And of course, one thing I am going out with all my full Survivor Pro team, and I'm using my 4 Road to Glory cards in the AG League. But it's much easier now with Batista because sometimes they'll use Batista and one of the other Road to Glory cards as a tag team. And you guys do notice Batista's a blue arrow, so he doesn't pretty much do a tag team compatible, so they'll decrease stats. So Batista toughness One thing I do hate about having Road to Glory cards is pretty much, talk about ties. Look at this. I bet you his card's gonna proc and he's gonna win, and that's what happens. Oh, he gets support and he gets the proc to watch. Oh my gosh, where is my proc? Like, you guys serious? Like, it has been so ridiculous with this PCC matches. Like, they seem to get the proc every time, and where's my share of that? Nowhere. I mean, nowhere. Like, look at this. We're gonna face the same cards. Watch, the same freaking cards. Oh my gosh. So yes, I can't wait for the fifth Road to Glory to come out, so at least people could at least be switching some cards and not have the same team. So hopefully, the good thing is like two cards that were able to proc. I didn't see if they procced as well. Okay, only the bad news Barry did. Haha, got some bad news there, partner. So of course we are gonna take this match, and hopefully the next match it is the speed of charisma. No power. So we know it's gonna be Sting versus Sting, and hopefully he doesn't get a proc. Hopefully I do, or none of us don't. And hopefully it does go to my Dios match, which I know I have a bad feeling he is gonna proc. And no, he doesn't. Thank God for that. Oh my gosh, this is so surprising because usually when I don't know when I'm not recording, it is so weird because either we end up tying up so much, especially if they do have an AJV, which I do hate that because oh my gosh, it does end up in a tie where you do get the three, do get the two card picks, but you don't get the points. Every time you win, you get +5, but when you tie up, you don't. But you still get the two card picks, which pretty much annoys me because it does consider as a win. But People's Champion doesn't consider it. It does still consider it like a victory, but doesn't consider it as a victory where you should receive, be rewarded with the points that you were doing in the match. So let's get into some more PCC gameplay. See if we could actually witness me actually getting tied up and all that. Look at this. I bet she's gonna call in Batista. Oh my gosh, thank you. He doesn't, and hopefully he doesn't get a proc. And I think even with the proc, okay, so with the proc he is gonna beat me, and he doesn't. Yes, Batista gets the proc as well, so he doesn't stand a chance of beating him. So yes, we are gonna get Bad News Barrett out of there. Speed and charisma match, of course, calling the charisma support. The only one that comes close is Brie Bella, but even Brie Bella can't even beat me in speed, can't even beat AJ Lee in speed and charisma. As we do face Eve. Oh my god, this Eve card, I thought I wasn't gonna have no problem with it when I had Natalia, but when I have AJ Lee, this card does beat me in power and toughness. So yeah, kind of see me to think Eve as a threat now, even though I didn't when I had Natalia. But now with now with AJ Lee, I am considering Eve as a threat when it comes to the Divas. So what was this match? Power Charisma? If it is, I should take the victory. And I'm guessing it was. So with 3-0 there, whoop bam, take a whooping. And we should get +1, +5 with points. So we get Eva Marie, Darren Young. So let's proceed. Oh, what you doing there? Going to how to play. We already know how to play. So let's play for our superstars. And I do have a title belt. Might as well use it against TK 188. Oh man, I'm seeing so many names with TK, TD. And I pretty know I forgot if TK was one of the guys that is a streamer. Can't seem to remember. It's been such a long time since I've been in Twitch land. So let's go to Power and Toughness. Batista, of course. I walked alone. And of course, we're gonna face Batista. he walks himself alone too, but he gets the proc, and we're of course gonna lose right here. Bam. Okay, so I'm not liking this because if I do use Roman Reigns, I do have a better chance on winning. But if I do use them, I won't have that tag team, so might as well go for it. And he does, so hopefully he doesn't get that proc. Don't get that proc. Don't you? Oh, not even close. Not even close, even though my Roman Reigns did proc. But I'm guessing he did use a Survivor chair. And we're definitely going to lose this match. Yep, especially when it comes to Natalia Power. Natalia's going to straight KO us. Bam. So this guy beat us 3-0. We took the whooping there. So, yep, we get nothing. And we get a Luke Harper. So let's continue playing for our superstar as I'm still in the rank 3000. Oh my gosh, Bishop Rage. And one thing that I do get when I face, when I'm using this team, I face mainly the same people. As previous, I was facing somebody called SM Nasty, like almost all the time. So toughness is speed. The best one to use is Bad News Barrett, of course. Yep, he does use a Bad News Barrett, but I am gonna use the Survivor. The ladder. Oh, he beats me. Nice, he must be using the briefcase. Okay, so charisma, of course, the Sting, and his. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he gets a proc, but it's not gonna help because you don't get that proc on charisma. Toughness, not liking this. I might lose right here. Ooh, I don't know if Oh yeah, she does beat me, like just a little bit by maybe 15 points. Wow. So yes, this time we do lose against them. And of course, I'm not going out like that. I might have to go with the victory. So we get the Miz. So let's hit him back there. G Money. Let's face on Arthur. I'm facing pretty much names that I do see in the Road to Glory. Because I remember seeing Arthur quite a lot on the +3 Road to Glory cards. In the Road to Glory event, I mean, when it comes to the last Road to Glory, the main prize card. So tag team toughness, we're gonna use Bad News Barrett with Roman Reigns, and of course he's probably gonna use the same. Oh, he doesn't. He's gonna use Sting, but of course they're not gonna get that boost because they're not tag team compatible. And of course they are both Yellow Arrow, but down, which of course they do need an up. And hopefully the next PCC, you know, hopefully it is an up arrow or either a what you call a left arrow. But I wouldn't mind having another another one the same as Batista as the right one. So power and charisma. And the reason why I'm saying I do want another yellow arrow because I'm tired of having Roman Reigns as my tag team. I do want to use them sometimes there with my single cards, but I can't because if I do tend to switch over my singles, then I won't have no good tag team compatible. That's Road to Glory. So yeah, that's the only thing that's getting pretty much the same. Is that almost everybody who has a Road to Glory deck is using a Road to Glory Roman Reigns as their tag team mostly all the time, either with Survivor Sting or Survivor what's it called Bad News Barrett. So yeah, having another up arrow would help on having people switching up tag teams and not having the same tag team over and over again. And one thing I did want to, the other side of Batista's era is to, have used Batista as a tag team as well, because Batista, I don't like having to use him as solo all the time, just because he's not tag team compatible with any of my Road to Glory cards. So, talking about all of that, let's check out my King of the Ring, see how I'm doing with that. And you guys notice, I haven't been having much PCC gameplay. So, by not having that much PCC gameplay, I'm not pretty much paying attention to my King of the Ring. As I did have, lost a couple of matches. I already lost against Keith, which I was pretty much asleep. Usually I don't sleep when it's PCC, but I pretty much didn't care about this. I'm like, I already have the majority of the cards that are the rewards, especially since Brock Lesnar's winning. I already have most of the rewards that Brock Lesnar has. The only thing that I want is the singles. Brock Lesnar. I really want the PC Pro, but in reality, I'm never gonna get it because I need so many I need so many time and especially money to get all those title belts to help me out. Double up those points on getting to the top 5 because you do need that money and that extra time. And coming up this weekend, I don't think I have that time to do it. So what I'm thinking of pretty much doing is try to get myself in the top 850, and I wouldn't mind being outside the top 850. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for, is around the range of the top 850. So yeah, I think there's only 2 real people again. And if you guys remember, I Am the Game that made him my King of the Ring, and I Am the Game was considered one of the bots in the PC in the Road to Glory events. But he did had the Rock PC Pro, but this one doesn't. And that was pretty much, I was like, oh my gosh, he made it my King of the Ring. He probably has all the PCC pros, but yeah, he doesn't. So facing Keith, he does have Road to Glory rings. That's what lets me know that he is a real human. And Sting, he does have a Sting, of course. But his tag team is not tag team compatible. So there may be a problem there. Maybe he does have extras that could be tag team replaceable. And then we see Keith again. Of course, I did lose 2 of the matches, but look again, he does have that tag team. So I don't know if he is playing around with me. And let's check out Dallas. He does have the Batista, which makes me think he does have a full Road to Glory team like me. But the only thing that doesn't worry me as much is he does have a Survivor Pro Rosa Mendes, which can be my AGD, I think. I would use Natalia, but I think Natalia could lose against her in speed, so I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna go with AJ just because AJ could beat her in speed, and I don't think Rosa Mendes could beat AJ in power and toughness. So of course AJ would be the best choice going against Dallas. And Keith, I think his diva hasn't came out as of yet. Nope, no diva. So we're not gonna wait for that one, and we're gonna go check the standings. And I am 3rd place. You guys can see these 2 guys are fighting for 1st. And yes, my King of the Ring is gonna start tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I do wake up in time. When that starts. So let's go back here, and I'm still waiting to see what I'm gonna get from my latest pulls. Oh my gosh, I'm talking about latest pulls. One thing I did happen to pull not too long ago. It was a legendary, but what kind of legendary card did you say? It wasn't a regular superstar. It was a freaking support card. A legendary briefcase. Nah, come on, game. You already know that I already had a legendary briefcase before, and I think I already fed it away. Yeah, probably did, or it's probably stuck in my King of the Ring, which I don't think so. I probably fed it away anyways. So why give me a card I already fed away? Huh? I just don't seem to get it. Every time I feed away a card, it seems to come back right back into my hands. So I'm thinking about keeping this guy because I don't want any more support cards coming into my way in the future. And I'm really tired of having support cards, especially when I already have Survivor cards. If you're gonna give me support cards, maybe give me a Survivor Paul Heyman. That wouldn't hurt. Survivor Paul Heyman, please. So enough of that. Let's go filter by none. I am training Jimmy O, so he is almost getting to the fullness. So let's head on back, and I think this will be the end of my video. So yes, it is, because I don't have nothing much to say. I already said what I'm gonna say about the People's Champion. I was ranked 3,000. Give shout out to the people in the top 50. And of course, we did check out my King of the Ring. Not much, pretty much interesting stuff going on. Just the same old PCC gameplay. And I don't think many of y'all are really participating as much in this People's Champion. If you guys are, then you guys must be in the top 850, or at least in the range where you guys could get the single survivor card. So hope you guys did enjoy, and good luck on your People's Champion, everybody.